Ahora sí estoy. Vamos a darle. Siendo sincero, no me acuerdo ni qué fue lo último que hicimos. A ver, déjame refrescar la memoria. Pasa que estuve muy a full estos días. Ahí. Qué paja, loco, ¿no? Por teletransportarte por acá, por la base, boludo. Ahí va. El más pajero se te transportaba por menos de 100 metros.
What do we know, Otto?
Ah, sí, habían pasado los 5 años esos, boludo, de que... Ah, desde la muerte de Sid, eso había pasado. Y me están... Bueno, como fue un tremendo timeskip, me están contando todo lo que pasó, al parecer, en medio de esos 5 años.
Something's not right.
You think this was planned?
Of course it bloody was. Ever since Eastport, the Empire's been tightening its grip around the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers meek enough to stay put. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing, complained that it was getting harder and harder to take bearers in.
And now she's missing. If she's fallen into the hands of the Empire, we could be next.
A couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should help speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is, you might end up having to save their asses and all.
Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
Ok, está hablando de los portadores. ¿Para dónde? No, me tengo que ir, creo. A la rompe maldiciones. ¿Para por acá? No. Por acá, ¿no? Sí. Vi que hay una secundaria, así que vamos a hacerla. Voy a tratar de hacer 100% el juego. Ah, y mientras no estuve en stream, porque quiero guardarme la historia para el stream, anduve jugando el modo arcade de este juego. Está buenísimo, mal, es muy divertido. Es lo mismo que esto, es jugar un capítulo de la historia, pero es adquiriendo rango, ¿viste? Rango A, S, B y así, ¿viste? Lo dije como el orto el orden, pero se entiende. Bueno, como es secundaria esto, no me interesa.
Is everything all right?
No.
Aside from the holes in my hull, everything's roses.
The lake water doesn't agree with it, then?
That's one way of putting it. And unless you got some grand scheme to suck the black from the lake like we do in the atrium, that slurry will keep eating away at the timber like young Tech does our lemon tarts. Suppose a coat of pitch might stave off the rock for a moon or so, assuming we had any pitch, which we don't. Not any bloody more. Doubt the old tub's got more than a dozen runs left in him.
Sí. Pobre viejo, ni atención le presté, boludo.
Well, I'm glad someone round here sees it that way. To make pitch, you need pitch trees. But in case you haven't noticed, live trees are one of the 1,000 things sorely lacking in the Deadlands. Now, I'm not so unkind as to ask you to fell a...
Oh, hay mucho texto. Bueno, voy a leer a la mierda, se cagan. El diálogo se caga.
And it just so happens I once heard the thorny pitches...
It sounds easier than felling a farm.
Bueno, listo. O sea, me tengo que ir a ¿dónde? ¿Que tengo que juntar madera o algo así? No entendí una mierda porque no presté atención. Me tengo que ir, supongo, otra vez, para ver el mapa del mundo. Sí, bueno. Una secundaria está ahí. Bueno, acá. Esta. Y la otra está acá. Yo estoy. Ah, claro, yo estoy acá. Bueno. Entonces. No, para el otro lado. O me puedo tepear desde el mapa, y yo soy idiota. Ah, sí, puedo, boludo. Yo siempre me iba fuera del mapa para tepearme. Qué pelotudo. Bueno, ya fue. Voy ahí y hago la secundaria. Tengo allí a Torgal, bien, igual no hace nada. Si me tiro de acá, ¿me muero? No, bien, menos mal. No quería averiguar si había daño por caída.
Easier than felling a forest, I said.
Ok.
Trees don't have teeth.
Pimba. Tengo que aprender que cuadrado no me ayuda, la puta madre. Cuadrado no, perdón, círculos con la electricidad. Uy, mierda, hijo de puta. Chao, la cagada. ¿Qué suena? Era Torgal, supongo, pero...
I can't imagine Herbalist needing any more than this. Time to head home.
Ya está. Mapa del mundo. Acá y listo. ¿Agarré algo o solamente fui a matar a esas plantas? ¿No? ¿Eran plantas o lobos? No, ni me acuerdo. O eran ambos. Cualquiera de las tres es válida.
Finish with that long, so that's it.
Well, did you find me some wax?
Ah, cera
Just
quería
one
este
way of
chabón.
getting it.
Cera de planta carnívora. Ah, eso era. Sí, bueno, matamos plantas, había así.
Ugh. Reeks
Buah.
of Chocobo's arse. Oh, I don't suppose the Argo will mind as
Wow.
long as he stays above the waves.
Argo. So your boat has a name.
Yeah. Same as
Sí,
the
ya,
old
wow.
man. He was a ferryman himself.
Bueno, al final me gustó esa historia, medio conmovedora. Medalla de fuerza. ¿Cuánto? 12. Bueno, esto es un poco más, ¿eh? Pero igual tampoco es tanto, ¿no? Y solamente tener para tres casillas de inventario me destruye. Perdón, de accesorios. Con todo lo que te da necesito más. Necesito tipo 300 accesorios. Son todos muy buenos. Cuesta decidirse a veces. Va, igual también depende de la situación, ¿no? Contra un boss te conviene, qué sé yo, calculo.
Come on.
Los que las habilidades infligen más ataque.
Best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
O en caso de que las sufras, qué sé yo, pociones.
Get you to a physical.
Sid? What said you'd be coming?
I trust you don't mind.
Ah, cierto que todos nos dicen Sid porque medio que adquirimos su nombre.
You could say that, yes. They're saying the Imperials descended like a storm. No one was spared their fury. Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but all her efforts got her were a pair of iron shackles and a
No,
hard march.
no, vamos.
Any idea where?
¿Cómo se van a llevar a Marta?
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
To the Abbey sheltering Martha's bearers.
Se muere y cierro stream, te lo juro por Dios.
Jill and I will go after them. You take care of the people here.
We will. But, before you go, One of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about coming. I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good. Be careful out there, Sid.
You do the same.
Bueno, básicamente se fue todo el carajo. La abadía de
Cole is right. That was no tavern brawl.
¿Cómo se pronuncia?
It was a
San
message.
Glaidmon, supongo.
But a culling. Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
Ok, y tengo que caminar, sí. Ah, bueno, let's go. Esto va a ser largo.
Look sharp.
Ah. Igual, y volviendo a lo anterior, creo que solo decían... solo la comunidad lo conoce como si, tipo, el escondite que armó. Supongo que él les habrá dicho, che, me llamo Sid y a la mierda. Y fue como, ok. Pensé que me iba a pegar eso, boludo. Dios. Me olvido, boludo. Ah, no me voy a acostumbrar jamás, boludo. Qué cagada. Ah, mira, me faltaba justo lo último paso de nivel. Excelente. Nivel 25. Bien, me gusta.
Look. Up ahead.
¿Esa es Marta?
Are you hurt?
Don't worry about me.
Ah.
It's them at the Abbey who need
Ah,
you.
Marta está
You
bien.
have to do something.
Bueno, let's
Tell us
go.
What happened? What happened?
Oh, ah, ¿qué onda,
Tell us
Fred?
what happened? The Black Shields. The bastards caught wind. The abbot and I were helping bearers. They were going to hang us both. When the sick rose from their beds, poor souls turned on the Imperials. Distracted them long enough for me to get away.
Then they may still be alive. Martha, do you think you can make it back to the inn? Cole is there with the other curse breakers.
I think so. Thank you, Christ.
De nada, reina. Bueno.
Black shields. Is this some sort of twisted joke? There has only ever been one order of shields in Rosaria, and they fought to defend all her citizens.
Seems a step too far, even for the Empire.
No aprendo más, te lo juro por Dios. Odio el... tipo, el círculo del rayo. Es una mierda. ¿Sabés de dónde es? De Kingdom Hearts. Mirá. Eso lo sacaron de Kingdom Hearts, no me jodas, boludo. Ah, bueno. Excelente. Al fin de algo sirvió. Eso me rayo en el catch. Acá te lo lanza por el aire, o sea, es como medio para control de masa y encima es muy lento. A menos que tenga justo 6 enemigos de una.
Are we too late?
Pasa que estoy muy acostumbrado a usarlo. Apenas entro a un estado, ponele cambio de magia. Uy, no puedo. Bueno, no puedo mostrarlo. Pero si cambio de, no sé, de Ifrit a Garuda, Ifrit con círculo se teletransporta hacia el enemigo y Garuda te lo atrae. Y de la nada entro al de trueno, a Ramu, y aparece eso el Kingdom Hearts y digo, oh, qué cagada, boludo. Me corta todo el combo. Eso es muy DMC. Sí, re. Y bueno, es el director de...
No.
El director del combate del juego es el director de combate del Devil May Cry 5.
I
God.
thought you lot were all spent.
Murderers. They drove the bearers to this.
¿Cómo para atrás?
Wait,
Ah, ahí va.
these two aren't turning.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them.
Sí,
Colluding with the
literal.
enemies of the Empire is a serious...
And for
Dante, pero
punished.
morocho.
Such is the law. To dwell in darkness that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these our swords we swear.
How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Clive,
Se pica.
This won't take long.
Se refiere a ese Devil May Cry. Ok. No, pará. Mirá. ¡Pimba! Adentro. Adentro. Buenardo. Fede, a vos algo que te va a gustar mucho si llegas a jugar alguna vez este juego. Hay un modo arcade que es como Devil May Cry, tipo te da los rangos de, no sé, C, B, A, S. Y yo jugué una sola vez y saqué ese, boludo. Creo que es muy fácil.
Is that all of them?
I think so.
Upa. ¿Ya está? Wow. Si vos sacaste ese, entonces es una boludez. Hijo de puta.
I didn't see the abbot. He may still be alive.
Me tenté de eso, boludo.
Found her.
The abbot.
Hechos pija todo, boludo. Che, posta, en este juego no para de morir gente, boludo.
Bearers died protecting him,
Esto es un montón.
calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Y encima te lo muestran muy crudo,
He's breathing.
Ole.
We're friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Are the Imperials?
Se llama Final Fantasy, no First Fantasy. Bueno.
Every last one.
If only that were true. The Black Shields will return. The cuttings will continue. Rosaria will never be saved unless we save her. Tell Mother to beg Sin's aid and tell her this wasn't her fault.
I shall.
In here. We found a survivor.
Clive,
Palmó.
he's gone.
We've laid the abbot to rest, but the bearers.
Los hicieron teta, boludo.
They didn't need to die like this.
No, they didn't. But it was their choice. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
Martha said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the Abbot could escape.
I've gathered the bearers' remains. We should consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Radix jump.
Y pasó la mejor vida, la verdad.
Swift. If the Abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting. I'll get someone to...
I'll do it.
Of course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
Agarró algo clave porque no le voy a agarrar absolutamente nada, tipo agacharse como para simular que agarra algo. Qué pajeros estos de Square Enix, no te muestran una mierda de detalle, boludo. Ah, claro, pero en la cinemática se gastan $1.000 millones, boludo. Ay, la puta madre, es cierto que no... Ah. Oh, no, ¿por dónde mierda voy? Ah, bueno, está bien. Tengo que rodear. Me olvidé que era así, boludo. Qué paja, no podés nadar, hermano. Por acá, ahora sí. Bueno, una peleita de por medio me sirve, la verdad. Tengo ganas de practicar. Animal. Ah, es una bestia legendaria. ¿Clase C? Ah, creo que le puedo ganar, Mirá, lo encontré de pedo, boludo. Bueno, excelente. Enemigos notables. De vez en cuando Clave se encontrará con criaturas más grandes, rápidas y feroces que la mayoría. Al derrotarlas no solo otorgarán reputación, sino también materiales raros que se pueden usar para fabricar equipo o mejorar objetos existentes. El Google del escondite Néctar, que puedes encontrar volando frente al tablero de casa del escondite, tiene más información sobre el notable. Claro, ok. Listo. Si no le ganas, me desuscribo.
Of course it has. It's a floating eyeball.
Ay, no. Fuck.
Too slow.
Uf.
Well done,
Ahí va. Lo voy a hacer culo. Ah, si lo desactivo pierdo todo el coso. Fuck. Está pesado este viejo, No. Zafé. Ah. No. Viejo. Me está haciendo me está haciendo medio teta, me parece.
Nice try. Too slow.
Justo, hijo de puta. Todavía no sé qué hace esa mierda. Mierda. Ahí va. Estoy muy concentrado en la concha de la lora, boludo. Igual más o menos me está haciendo recaber, mal. Fuck, viejo. Uf. Ahí va. Decime que lo mato, por favor. Sí, lo hice esto. Pimba. Ahí está. Uf. Che, me costó una banda, Estoy medio flojo. Imagínate que así saqué ese, boludo. Así. No, en realidad esa fe no, tenía 300 potas. Pero no tenía ganas de usarla, la verdad. Le quería ganar de una. Pero bueno, tuve que usar una pota. ¿Qué le voy a hacer? Una y quedé medio hecho culo, así que zapaste de perder un suscriptor. Bueno, No le pidas mucho a este humilde servidor. Ahora sí. Descansen en paz, que tuve que pasar a un monstruo legendario que casi me rompe el orto por ustedes.
So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
And now they are truly free.
I hope so. What of the Imperials?
¿Por qué estoy como Mbappé?
Fire was made. That's more than they deserve.
Tengo frío en las manos.
We should go back. Cole is worried about Martha.
All right.
Ahora sí. ¿Me puedo tepear? Sí. Vamos. Decime que Marta está bien.
We're best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
No one survived then.
I'm sorry. Before he passed, one of them bade me tell you not to blame yourself.
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hands. Cole said you cast their remains. That was good of you. But it should have been me. This was all my fault.
How? You couldn't have known.
But I did. And I turned a deaf ear to the warnings like the fool I am. The rumors started moons ago. Of black-clad devils descending on villages in the dead of night to slit the throats of sleeping bearers. But I assumed it was all just nonsense concocted by the Empire. Nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about lending a hand to a fugitive bearer.
And in ordinary times you would have been right.
Ya.
What these black shields are doing is unthinkable. Which begs the question, why do it at all? My mother obviously has a hand in this. I cannot make sense of her actions.
And picking what goes
La
on
madre
in
es la
women's
peor de las
heads is
hijas
a
de
job
puta,
for someone
boludo.
with more time on their hands. Right now, I need swords and men to wield them, preferably big ones. If those Imperials think they can come in here again and threaten my people, they're in for a rude awakening.
¿Nos vamos a los bifes?
A stolus from Otto landed just before you arrived. He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Then we must as well. Will you be all right here, Martha?
We can stay longer if you wish. No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me a pair of them strapping young curse breakers.
¿No? Te los traigo. Es época XP, ¿no?
Try not to move. You'll only make it worse.
Oi! you handy with that sword of yours? Course you are. Bet you're a bloody marvel with the thing. Now, question is, are you willing to use it or not? Because a flock of noble chocobos are in need of help.
Chocobos?
You heard me right. Wild birds? Hmm? The big ones?
Vos tenías uno, maestro, ¿por qué no te acordás?
Chocobos at that. Whiteheart and her flock are the bravest birds you ever did see.
Chocobos. Fighting bandits.
Chocobo Gorga.
Why? They save. Well, go on then. Don't just.
Bueno, vamos.
All right.
No sé qué me da, pero
He's
vamos.
a good lad.
Where can I find
I
these?
saw him cut across the way over yonder. The rotten scout you save Whiteheart and her flock. You hear me? And don't worry.
I'm sure I will.
Good luck to you.
No iba a dejar ese texto. Esa cantidad de texto. Lo leí para mí, listo. Básicamente hay que ir a salvar a una chocoba. ¿Cómo se dice? O un chocobo directo, porque hay macho y hembra, una chocoba. Nada que ver.
Whiteheart. That's quite a name for a chocobo.
Alma blanca, esa. Pimba. Ah, me asusté, pensé que sí había daño por caída. Casi. Ahí está, ay Dios, boludo. Pimba. Ya me estaba preguntando por qué no le podía pegar. Ah, lo hicieron. Lo hicieron mierda. ¿Cuántas tiras de cuero bestial tengo? Tantas que no me quiero ni imaginar.
A white feather. I thought Ambrosia was one of a kind. Speaking of brave birds. Looks like they went that way.
¿Qué son todos esos escorpiones? Igual vamos a pelear, jeje. Listo. A otra cosa. A otra cosa, pete.
These chocobos aren't going down without a fight.
We got you cornered, Feathers. You didn't think you'd seen the last of us, did you? You've been bad for business. But I reckon someone will pay good coin to mount your head on their wall.
Not around here, they won't.
Ni se te ocurra tocar a Chocobo.
Oh,
Alto ahí.
and why's that, eh?
Because she's something of a hero in these parts. You hurt her, and I hurt you.
Miralo, Torgal. Estamos hablando en serio, guacho, ¿eh?
Or better still, how about we hurt you both?
All right then,
Les voy a meter,
but don't say I didn't.
les voy a meter la espada por el orto. ¡Ah! ¡Dios! Listo. Se terminó. Ah, hay más, pues dale. Me sirve. No, pará. ¿De dónde salió este? Estoy en lenteja igual, ¿eh? No, 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 por favor, esto de nuevo no. No me avisa de dónde vienen los golpes. Uy, mierda. Ahí peteé fuerte, no me salió nada. No lo tengo ganado el timing a esto. Ahí va. Pero toqué uno, viejo. Che, está durísimo este hijo de puta igual, No le caso el timing, boludo, te juro, me está costando una banda. Bueno, ahora voy a tener que usar cosas en serio porque me está dando... Uff. Che, me hizo culo, me tuve que poner en serio. Ahí está. Uff. Ah, amigo, lo que estaba ese chabón, ¿estaba más duro? Qué hijo de puta. Boludo, nunca me había puesto tan serio ni para un jefe, boludo. Creo que fue el chabón que más me costó en todo el juego.
Do you know her, boy?
¡El tajo! ¡No lo puedo creer! No, no voy a llorar. No. ¿Cómo se llamaba?
Ambrosia.
Ambrosia. Eso era. Ah. No.
It is you. You survived.
Dios.
And you found yourself a flock.
Oi! Is it over?
Ah, tremendo, boludo.
I thought I'd come and see how you were getting on. Oh, well, you sorted the bastards then. I knew you would. And the whole flock made it through unscathed.
Thankfully they did. And not only that.
Y no solo eso, le cuenta toda la historia y no la muestra claramente, porque mucho texto al pedo. Eso me encanta, es buenísimo. Se salta toda la charla necesaria de la plim.
No, I dare say she'd suit a fine fellow like yourself. Reckon our feathered friend must have learned a thing or two from her master. Kind-hearted warrior that you are. Bird like her would have cost a princely sum. You born a lord or something?
Well...
No, sorry, I didn't mean to pry. Don't matter who you are. You done right by me.
Decime que ahora puedo... que quiere venir conmigo.
She wants her master back, I reckon.
Listo, no voy a tener que caminar.
Told you.
No lo puedo creer.
Seems our pals agree.
Is that it? You want to come with me?
Well, bugger me if
Hermoso.
this is a heartwarming sight.
Sí,
Lads down the stables will be hearing about this tonight.
la verdad que sí, Rowan.
Stay right where you are.
¿Qué me va a traer? ¿Cómo se le llama eso? La silla para llevar todo, digamos. La montura. Ahí está.
Doesn't she cut an handsome figure, eh?
Ah,
She
sí.
does indeed.
Digna de Clive.
Ah, a few scraps of leather's the very least I owe old Whiteheart. Oh, I'll be sad to see her go, of course. But she's earned her right to happiness and more besides. Don't you worry. We'll get along just fine without her.
Ok.
You hear that, Whiteheart?
Se viene conmigo.
Earn yourself some time off. You have fun traveling with your master now.
Ah, le puso un parche al ojo que está tajeado. Tremendo.
You seem awful familiar now I get a proper look at you. That's it. When those chocobos swarmed my car on the road, didn't you? No. Well, that can't be right. That fellow was a bearer.
Must have been my double.
Well, must have been, eh? Oh, that'll be the excitement getting to me. Silly sod that I am. Anyhow, best be on my way.
Sí, sí, mucho texto, ya está, empecé a saltear. Texto de relleno.
You take care of your flock for now. I'll call you when I need you.
O sea que voy a hacer la de... Y viene de una. No puedo creer que nos encontramos de vuelta con el Choco, amigo. Qué momento hermoso. Sí. Tras 18 años. Oh, o sea, boludo, ¿cuánto vive un Choco? No pensé que duraban tanto. Nunca supe en realidad. Tras 18 largos años, Clive por fin se reúne con su fiel montura. Mantén presionado el R3 de entrenamiento para mejorar la blusa y... Ok. Me equivoqué. A ver. Jojojo. Buenas. Vamos. ¿Por dónde? ¿Para dónde voy? Ah, regresa al escondite. A ver, por ahí, igual que... desmontar, frenar. Ahí va. Tremendo. Bueno, vamos al escondite, supongo. Me voy a tener que comprar potas, porque la verdad que me dio duro y parejo ese chabón. Vuelvo a decir, creo que ni un jefe me palició tanto como ese minion, ese champ minion. Me mató, boludo, me hizo mierda. Vos, vieja, dame pota. Igual voy a ver si me puedo comprar algo, pero creo que nada. Por las carmesís. Acá, elixir A. Toda la vitalidad instante. Pero sale 10, no, es un montón. Ni en pedo, boludo.
It'd better all be here. It's rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that.
Píldoras heroicas. Ya poco a poco la barrera del límite. ¿Estas 500? Bueno, sí, dale.
It'd better all be here.
Me va. Por si la llevo a necesitar. Vender. ¿Puedo vender algo? Esto supongo, sí, no sirve de nada.
You got out else?
Igual no me dan nada de plata por vender estas cosas, son una mierda todo. A ver, refuerzo, chao, esta. ¿A qué carajo la quiero? Vender objetos de valor. Bueno, nada, 3200. A ver si puedo mejorar algo. Puta madre, boludo, no puedo mejorar nada. Ah, no, pará. No, igual tampoco puedo. ¿Por qué no me deja?
That it? Fine.
Qué garcha eso, boludo. Bueno, vamos. También quedó igual que el Choco. Tajeado en el ojo. Tremendo.
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
While the two nations beat their shields, the rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the mother crystals.
Bien, o sea, básicamente nos vamos a infiltrar mientras ellos estén en plena guerra.
Four mother crystals remain.
Algo me dice que igual va a salir muy mal.
Drake's breath near Ironhome. Drake's fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's spine in Waloed. And Drake's tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
Ah, queda bastante todavía.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps.
Va a estar
There is
ahí,
one
¿no?
place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rossfield.
Ah, mirá.
Lord Byron Rosfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities.
Supongo. No sé, no lo conozco.
Wait. Rosfield. And you're a Rosfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune, along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
Bueno. ¿Cuándo salimos? Vamos a hablar con Néctar. La regata está abierta ahora. Nuevas instalaciones. Informe de aliados, el susurro del patrón, tablero de casa. Las tres se encuentran cerca de Otto en la terraza. Bueno, ok. No sé de qué me va a servir lo de el informe de aliados. Supongo que para Lore. Cuando esté fuera de stream le voy a poner mucho ojo al Lore. Y lo voy a jugar de nuevo, claramente. Por acá. Vamos a hacer esa secundaria. ¿Dónde mierda esto? ¿Qué se supone que es como algo así subterráneo? Ah, como un jardín. Está tremendo igual, jardín. Tremendo.
Was hoping to speak to you.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just, well, as you know, we've been trying to grow fruit down here.
It's good to know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off. I took it on, you see, after she died, and now the fruit's finally ready to eat. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
Me interesa una
I
banda.
thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers, on account of all they do for the hide. You couldn't take them some, could you?
Bueno.
It'll be nice being the bearer of good news for a change.
Oh, thank you. She always had a soft spot for that lot, see? And once they've had their share, here you go. Martel apples there.
Manzanas Martel. Copyright.
That Martel? Today's finally the day.
Perdón, es que voz de pelotudo que tenía ese Ed Cormac se llamaba. Ok. 2 canatos de manzana, es un montón igual. Pero. Acá. Dios, pero su hijo de puta. Un sueñito. Como le dije, estos días estuve muy hasta las pelotas, así que ando full cansado. Tengo toda la vuelta como un idiota. Bueno, hasta que no me acostumbre a andar por el escondite, voy a tener que usar más que una banda.
Think it's all right to touch him?
¿Por acá es? Nope. Dios. Me choco con todo, boludo. A ver. Vos querés las canastas, toma. Se las tirás por la cabeza.
Courtesy of Martel.
Manzana Martel.
Martel. Now, where have I heard that name before?
Weren't she the girl from the Furrows?
Course she was.
Aye, and brave as a bane might. Remember when she ran?
Please on. She'd have been proud.
Ok. Bueno, me dieron plata por llevar manzanas.
A gift from the backyard. For your service.
Blimey, these take me back. I haven't seen a hideaway apple since. Old Sid was the only one who could stomach the things. He'd nab it right from the branch, make Martel livid. Not that anyone could stay mad at the man.
That sounds like the Sid I knew, all right.
Planning on keeping that lot to yourselves, weren't you? I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Reckon she'd be happy knowing all her hard work didn't go. Clive, tell the lad down in the backyard.
Not so much as a thank you. Well, I've got some manners at least. Thanks, Sid. You can leave the basket with me. I'll see that the other...
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards.
Oh, no, otra vez para allá. A ver si me sé el camino de memoria. Qué pesado, ¿ves? Por eso me gustaría que esté la opción de tepearse en el escondite. Sí, me acordé, soy un fenómeno. Y bueno, es por donde vine hace un minuto, así que sí me acordaba medio que estabas en un problema. Ah, tengo un pollo viñolo.
The Cursebreakers sent their thanks. They were clearly very fond of Martel.
They remembered her. I suppose she was very kind. Even to a tongue-tied lummox like me. She put everything into her work. She wasn't gonna wreck. When she died, I named a sapling after her. And now it's up.
And through you. Her dream would have died with her.
I didn't do anything really, but...
By the way, Otto's expect...
Of course not. I'll see that you're both well...
Ahorita mismo se las
Like
consigo.
your fruit, Martel. Isn't that wonderful?
Pues una banda de experiencia por llevar manzana, boludo. Manzana martel. Eso que es como un decorativo, ¿no? Me da más experiencia llevar 2 canastas de manzanas de mierda antes que matar a un, no sé, un lobo, boludo. Ahí está. Solo puedo ir ahí, ¿no? Creo que no tengo más secundarias, así que voy ahí de una. Sí. Y además no me deja ir a ningún otro lado tampoco, así que... A ver. Sur de Rosaria.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
Qué olió.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past.
Ella todavía no afrontó el suyo.
If I am to continue at your side,
Pero ¿cuál es
I
su
must do the
pasado?
same.
No lo sé. No lo sabemos.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
O sí lo sabemos y me olvidé, esa también es válida.
Come on.
Linajes. Bloodline.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south
Shock,
as we did in
wow.
Mother's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should
Ah,
hurry.
mira.
There are still many settlements between here and
¿Y me
Port.
sigue Torgal?
We visit as many as we can.
Debe correr si yo corro, ¿no?
Starting with the village of Amber.
Fly, Ambrosia.
A ver, quiero ver, tipo. No, pobre Torgal, se queda acá atrás. Che, va más rápida ella que yo, qué carajo. Podría ir a pelear, ¿no? Bueno, ya fue. Entramos. Ay, hijo de puta. No, qué sorete. Listo. Ah, estamos acá nomás. Bueno, voy caminando lo que queda. ¿Cómo es eso? Puedo pelear contra los chocobos, pero me da cosa. No sé si serán como enemigos especiales o algo así, pero por las dudas. No. ¿Cómo le vas a pegar un choco? Estás jugando Final Fantasy.
Quiet, you! Nothing we're loyalists.
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all, for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
Pobre viejo.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
Vamos a preguntar, porque somos chusmas. ¿Qué tenés para vender?
Stranger?
Nada bueno, seguro. Y mira, no me equivocaba.
Keep with the roads now.
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There've been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, the Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits.
Bueno.
You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire.
Y el otro.
Their 100-full legions. 100.
Ay.
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just at least I think there was a Black Shields. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
Well, what do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harboring fire, bruh. If only we were. I might have turned them in big...
Bueno. Hijo de puta, vende patria.
Brands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know. But we need to find out. Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't
Bla
help
bla
noticing
que.
those Imperial soldiers.
Maleducado de mierda, hijo de puta.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
¿Qué carajo?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit.
La era de la virreina supongo que será nuestra madre.
Then we shall be on our way.
Está pesada la mano. Cobran impuestos, pero como en todos lugares, papi, estamos en 2023 y vivimos con impuestos.
In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Viste, sí, es la madre.
Obedience bought with fear.
No, ¿en serio?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosaria would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
Ciao.
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
A puerto y solda, bueno, vale.
Ever since the apodatory, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? The mother crystals collapse?
I have an idea. You're not going to like it.
Ah, tendría que haber empezado con eso, no sé por qué no lo hice. Bueno, en fin. ¿Dónde está? Es muy divertido volver a andar en choco. Pasa que hay enemigos, viste, y quiero pelear, así que... Pero... mirá, escudo negro.
More of my mother's men.
Oh.
You deserve a rest.
No toquen a mi choco. Espera. Espera, toque. Dios, me pica el lazo. Ay, es cierto que no te podés caer. Me caí todo por un segundo. No pensé que iba a estar tan alto, boludo. No voy a llamar al Choco porque seguramente en todo este trayecto tengo que pelear un par de veces más, así que... Me da paja, tipo... Llamarlo y hacer que se vaya. Mirá, ¿qué te digo? De paso practico. Bueno, bien, pegó, empezó a pegar. Era ahora. Tomá, 3 de 1. Otra cosa. ¿Me puedo tirar? Sí. Bien. ¿Hay una pota o algo? Tremenda araña, papá. Bien. 26. Perfecto, me llevo una pota.
Blood, Clive.
No. Jugo de tomate. Salsa salseta. Ah, eso es un TikTok. Salsa salseta.
Stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are, and still, you would bear your steel.
Obvio.
Why then? We owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Cállate la boca.
I'll show you a true shield.
¿Qué hizo? No quería hacer ninguno de esos ataques. No, qué sorete, la con... Mirá vos. Ahora sí. De paso. Mirá, chao. Tan Duracell, Pensé que era un poquito más difícil, pero no. Estaban duros nomás. Pero no tanto. No había ningún champ, creo.
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps.
Oh.
They await you in Ordeal. Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
Vamos. Cagando. Corre, clave, hijo de puta. Ahí está. Tarda 5 segundos en empezar a correr, boludo. Eso es muy Devil May Cry. Creo que ya lo dije. Pero eso me fascina. Es muy Devil May Cry.
Find something, boy. Death.
Olor a podrido, olor a post-mortem. Olor a Dillon. No. Ah, amigo. No.
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone?
I don't know. I never truly understood.
Creo que posta esta es una de las escenas más crudas de cualquier Final Fantasy esto,
Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it.
¿Por qué el padre de Clive se habrá casado con esa flaca?
Yes.
O sea, qué paja, tipo, saber que tu madre es una hija de remil puta, boludo.
But if the Black Shields have made it this far south,
No, puedo llamar al
they may
choco.
already be in Port Isolde.
¿Me puedo teleportar? No. Nunca puedo. Ahora sí.
We're approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire will
Igual.
let us cross over to Rosalith. Run like the wind. I can walk from here.
Ah, no entendía por qué se había bajado. Hasta que entendí que es otro pueblo. Es otro pueblo. Me distrajo la nena hablando de atrás.
But this is their home.
Bueno, playa del silencio.
Let's go.
Fly, Ambrosia.
No puedo creer que Ambrosia seguía vivo. O viva. Creo que es hembra, así que... Era hembra, ¿no? Sí.
Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better.
Evadiendo a los cangrejos por la duda.
And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Let us pass! My children are starving! Have mercy.
Ese have mercy. Menos gana, boludo.
Voice for the dogs they are. You can't ignore us forever.
Let us in or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here.
No, get enough
Fuck off.
Hang the chinless bastards. Those crystals belong to us all.
I said, where were you, filth? Back to your stalls. Cut you down where you stand.
Destroy it.
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in.
Oops.
I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once
Sí
told
o
me
no.
that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble.
Sí, 11:30 ya, loco.
And Lazarus.
Deme un segundo,
We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
No. Mejor. Me gusta pelear.
As long as it is abandoned.
No, spoiler, no lo está. Quemaduras de luz negra.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Oldham.
Esperen,
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
No. Oh. Ah, estaba matado. Uf, me agarras un sueñardo, boludo. Uf. Encima me tengo re temprano mañana. Juego hasta las 12 y... Siempre 12 es mi límite, pues si no, no me levanto mañana.
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
¿Por acá? Supongo que no. Dale, la puta madre, Clive.
Not abandoned then.
No era ninguna novedad, boludo. Excelente. Me sirven como entrenamiento.
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
Dale, trae, vos seguí trayendo. No tengo ningún problema en matarlos a todos. Son una banda, boludo. Me sirve. Mirá, listo, chao, se terminó. Es buenísimo, por favor. No, ni se te ocurra, papá. Fácil, papá. Es que cuando son muchos enemigos, como el cohete, me lo hace muy fácil. Acumula un montón de enemigos.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died.
No puede ser, este es uno de los guardias que me acompañó. Decime por favor que...
Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us.
Bueno, son caballeros.
Founder, it really is you.
Wade, boludo, ahí está. Boludo, estos reencuentros me ponen muy contento, boludo.
We can speak inside.
Ah, bueno, menos mal que no maté a nadie. Menos mal. Iba a quedar como el orto. Era como la escena de Suicide Squad, ¿viste? Que mataban a los aliados y ellos no sabían.
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flames.
Of the Galaxy.
Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye, the foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord. But in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool.
Eso sí me lo acuerdo.
And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown.
O sea, tiene otro hijo.
As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge. Then so do we. Make ready.
El boss final va a ser mi madre. O algo así.
This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Y si decía, bueno, hasta luego, mucha suerte.
If
Y
that
ahí, ¿qué
is your
pasaba?
wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
También, ¿hace cuánto no veíamos a este chabón? 18 años también. Qué loco, boludo.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
Imagínate eso, tipo, casi 2 décadas sin ver a una persona, lo que puede haber cambiado es una barbaridad. ¿Para que me ponga por algo?
You are welcome to what little we have managed to salvage.
Yo me voy a dejar de fijar porque te juro que me da bronca. No hay una mierda, no hay una mierda de nada.
May the blessing of the crystals go.
Sí, la bendición de los cristales, métetelas en el orto.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan.
Suicida.
You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we
y eso vamos a hacer. Durante esa principal clave a menudo será acompañado por compañeros que le prestarán ayuda. Sin embargo, puede que decidan quedarse en el escondite en función de cuál sea el destino del clave. O sea que ahí podés modificar el final, digamos, de alguna forma, no creo, pero... O digamos mis actitudes o algo así. Sin embargo, puede que decidan quedarse en el escondite en función de cuál sea el destino del clave. Ah, no, ya entendí. O sea, si es en una región, puede que vengan conmigo. Si no, no. Tipo, si es en otra región, tendré otro acompañante, supongo, o algo así. Vas. Entiendo que es así.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village, we tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say,
Conversación seria de la nada del Choco. La música feliz del Choco. Por las barbas de mi tía, escudos negros. ¿Tu tía tiene barba?
There they are. On your command, my lord.
Listo. Vamos a pelear, guacho, vamos a pelear.
What is it now? I told you.
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come!
Vos y cuantos más,
Die along with your flame! For us area!
For us area!
Chao, nos vemos.
Here. On these our swords we swear.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Perfecto. Fuck, no lo vi. Mierda, más todavía.
Worse. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't stand flattered.
¿Listo? Easy, pa. No, para que hable. Uno como los del principio, ¿no?
Guided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Como los del principio, perfecto. Espera que no veo nada. Ahí está. ¡No! Pegó 2 veces, por puta. Me estoy comiendo todo el damage. ¡Woohoo! Ahí va.
There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
You ain't finished him.
Tendría que haber ido para allá. Qué paja. Qué bueno que soy. Fuck. Listo. Estaban duros, Ese más que nada.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord.
Estaba re emocionado.
This will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs.
Hablando de llamas, ¿qué pasó con Joshua? Quiero saber eso. ¿Dónde mierda está Joshua?
And we must fight for it. As we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot.
Mira, hablando del Fénix.
And her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements?
Sí.
A sound strategy, my lord.
Bien. Tengo el toque de hacer así, boludo. Hasta yo estoy cansado. ¿Qué es todo esto? Y creo que lo voy a dejar acá. Yo mañana me tengo que levantar demasiado temprano como para irme a dormir tan tarde.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help.
Pelaba medio tipo todo Ifrit. Destruía toda la mierda.
Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
Espada ardiente de Wade.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that
No lo vamos a usar.
I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
A todos esos de lo que está hablando los hice mierda yo.
If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Ah, bueno. Más todavía. Puerto Isolda. Mansión Rosilá, esto es... Ah, ya no... Me tepeó ahí, al lugar, boludo.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Caía solo porque le creía, de alguna forma, no sé. O era muy confianzudo. Ah, que quiere pelear de una.
My surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago.
No, King.
And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue. You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod.
Está actuando, algo que supongo que él sabe.
Thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest madder in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you.
¡Vamos! Voy a llorar yo también, hermano, pará.
Always were fond of that scene from The Saint of the Sanctuary.
Ah, se me caen unas lagrimitas, boludo. Hoy lloré bastante en el juego, la verdad. Yo lloro por todo igual, así que...
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford. So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother.
Bueno, pero lo tengo yo, no pasa nada. Vamos, Rey. Para algo estoy acá.
All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say that today didn't need to linger
Lo
away
quemaban
as
en
the
vivo.
greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass.
Al tío Byron lo van a hacer concha, ¿no?
This will be fun.
Lo van a hacer teta. No disfruto de la felicidad 2 segundos, como pueden ver, porque ya me hago la cabeza de que le van a matar en un futuro. No, en un futuro no tan lejano.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she? Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days. Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that Lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I
let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
Momento.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand?
Cométela ahí nomás, hermano, dale.
I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long. And
No lo prometió, Ojota. Se mueren todos. Mientras no se muera Torgal, por mí que se mueran todos. A Torgal sí que no lo maten, porque te juro que no solo que cierro stream, no streameo nunca más. Si se muere, te juro que si se muere Torgal, no streameo nunca más. Bueno, y con eso dicho, yo me retiro porque me tengo que levantar muy temprano. Estuvo muy bueno todo lo que pasó hoy. Así que nada, gracias por estar lo que estuvieron. Y nos vemos, calculo que mañana voy a viciar un poquito también. Así que saludos, adiós.